Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing, 1 2. Am I live? Are we live, ladies and gentlemen? Are we good? Let me know if you hear me. All right. Let's get that countdown started.
Como el agua cara que llueve del cielo.
Cabrón.
Te quiero porque quiero que me quieras, porque como tú no hay nadie más para brillar.
Chinga, qué pedo. Tranquilo, güey. Tranquilo, güey, tranquilo.
Testing, 1 2. Let me know if you could hear me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the chat if you could hear me. Testing, testing, 1 2. Just want to make sure before we get it started. 3 minutes left to 7:30 a.m., ladies and gentlemen. Just want to make sure my mic is working before the show starts. Let me know in that chat. Thank you. Hit it. Let's go to Biden real quick.
This is like some school. How cool is this, right, Miguel? Why couldn't I go to a school like this? I mean, it's just beautiful. I love the mural. I mean, everything is just, I love this school. Anyway, Mayor Bowser and Chancellor Farabee, thank you for joining us as well. And for families across the country.
Now, where does he think he's going? You gotta go, you gotta go.
All right. Sorry, I'm doing some testing there. Take. Where's Fernando? I gotta get my man Fernando back here. See, a reason I wear sunglasses because you see how I got my eyes over here. I got 2 screens and I got the camera right here. So I'm still adjusting before the show starts. We got 1 minute left. 1 minute left before I get it started.
Single one of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, please let's get loud for Kyle Rittenhouse.
Before we start, make sure you're...
I'm vaxxed, I'm waxed, and I'm back in action.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me know if I sound good. Just, messing around with the mic. Got everything set up. I got the screen fixed, I hope. I lowered the refresh rates. I got the 2 screens going. I'm feeling comfortable right now. I just got to work on my eyes or where I'm going to put the camera because I got 2 screens. So it kind of looks weird. I want to look at the camera when I got to talk to you guys. So it's one of the reasons I wear the sunglasses. I am going to put it on in a few when the sun comes up. The sun is rising. So it's going to get really bright. The sun is really going to come in. So the good thing about the progression of the show, it was dark. You're going to see it start getting brighter and brighter with the sunrise. So thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Oh, it's 7:30. We're about to start. Let's start. All right, let me get this set up. While I gotta send out a tweet. Let's get in there. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Let me just send out my tweet. I didn't send that out yesterday. Hope everybody's doing good. Check out Irrational Times. The link is in the description. The link to this video is in the description. Check them out. Show some love. Show some love, man. For some legal Latino themed music to get ratings. So check out Irrational Times, ladies and gentlemen. Link in the description. How's my voice now? I got the gain. All right, I got the green light going. All right. Sounds like I got the green light going. Kinda hot. I'm in the man cave. I feel like a professional recording artist now. For your Tuesday for me. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's happy. Everybody's in a good mood. We gotta be happy, man. Be happy that you're alive, folks. Be happy. Remember in that video I showed you guys before? How long does it take for you to get born, right? Million sperms, gotta beat the odds, the chances of your parents meeting, for you to be created in this world. You gotta appreciate that, man. Like 1 in a million. Appreciate that. The man cave. And if you're mad at me, you're just sexually frustrated. Every morning in the man cave. That kind of hot. Cave. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. About to start the show, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Like legal Latino. Like Evil Knievel. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get this party started. Shout out to Irrational Time. Thank you, Irrational Time. Link in the description, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, Irrational Time. Check out Irrational Times, man. Thank you, Irrational Time. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. Take care, Irrational Times. Good luck. Good morning, Cheeseburger. Good morning, Malevolent Bystander. Good morning, Boca Bradley. Good morning, Malevolent Bystander. Good morning, Luann Petty. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mysterious. Good morning, good morning. Thank you. Shout out to Irrational Times for that. Appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, right? Yesterday, we talked a lot about AOC, right? All out crazy AOC. She said, if you hate her, if you're mad at her, it's because you're sexually frustrated. You're a hater. You're sexually frustrated. And then I thought about, I thought about that yesterday, right? AOC saying that she's sexually frustrated. I mean, if you attack her, if you're one of her haters, you're sexually frustrated. And it just reminded me of Pigeon, right? When you attack the Pigeon, she says, "Oh, you just want to be with me. You're just sexually frustrated. This and that." And let me bring that up. So in case you guys forgot, AOC, Florida. Hold on. AOC in Florida. Oh, Rob DeSantis has something to say about that too.
Who decided to escape to Florida over the last 2 years.
Shout out to Ron DeSantis. Let's just see what Ron DeSantis had to say about AOC all out crazy in Florida.
If I had $1 for every lockdown politician who decided to escape to Florida over the last 2 years, I'd be a pretty doggone wealthy man, let me tell you. I mean, Congress people, mayors, governors, I mean, you name it. And it's interesting, though, the reception that, that some of these folks will get in Florida, because I think a lot of Floridians say, wait a minute, you're bashing us because we're not doing your draconian policies, and yet we're the first place you want to flee to basically to be able to enjoy life. And so I'm not surprised to see that continue to happen. If I had a dollar,
that's the same thing that's happening in Texas. You got all these celebrities from California coming to Texas. A lot of New Yorkers going to Florida. They they vote for the high taxes. I left New York. I'm one of these people. I'm one of these people that left these crazy, crazy states, ladies and gentlemen. There's no reason to live in a state like this, like New York. There's no point. I showed you this chart once before. I'm gonna share it again. This chart right here. Florida's in the top. Texas is second. Arizona's third. North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee round up the top six. Georgia, you got Idaho. People moving to Idaho. People moving to Utah to become Mormons in Utah. So Florida, Texas, Arizona, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia. I wonder what they have in common. Hey, good morning, LDG or Geeks Enjoy. I wonder what they have in common. Then you go to the bottom of the list, right? Let me see. Go to the bottom of the list. What we have down here, California and New York, mass exodus. This is just in 2021. I'm one of these people. I'm a statistic. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Illinois, Massachusetts, Louisiana, New Jersey, District of Columbia, and Maryland. Look at that. Everybody's just leaving those places. Eddie S., a real New Yorker, would have stayed for the bread lines. Appreciate that, Cal White. Hope you guys enjoying the sound. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to talk like a radio guy, a little bit more serious. Yeah. I left in Illinois in 18. Look at that. You're a statistic. Jeez, I gotta get that word down. Why they migrating here? Well, let's hope it's the right people that are migrating over there. So right there, Washington, only 29 people left. I guess I don't know why. Only 29. And not a lot of people moved into Rhode Island, Wyoming. You know what? I'm gonna have to move into Iowa. Look, where's Iowa? Iowa has the least amount of people moving in. So I think I'm looking at Iowa. Texas and Florida are too overcrowded. Florida's becoming overcrowded. Mic check, every single time. That's right. What is what Black Lives Matter does? Mic check, every single time. Every single time. Mic check, Hey, good morning, Hopeful Chili Recipe. Good morning, All right, see, so we show graphs here, ladies and gentlemen. Got to prove a point. Got to show the graphs. Here we go. So we're gonna switch over to New York. So one of the states. This is why I have hope for New York City. Right. I'm gonna give this man a chance. Some people say he's illegal. You're racist. You're always bashing the George Floyd community. Always. I'm like, hey, I'm giving Eric Adams a chance here to New York. Let's see if Eric Adams could fix New York. I hate New York. I love New York. I hate the fact that I love New York, but I hate New York. New York is a hate-love place. It's beautiful when it's great. It's disgusting right now. It's unbearable. People are getting killed for jumping the turnstile. Like, remember I showed you the video yesterday? A man got killed by the turnstile for trying to hop it because he didn't want to pay at $2.75. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? All of that is about to change. You know why? Because New York City is about to get their swagger back, right? Eric Adams. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. 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 Shout out to Eric Adams. Let's see. Let's give him a chance, right? I'm said 90 days, right? Let's give him 90 days. Let's give him to my 37th birthday, April 2nd, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna give it, what, it's 4 months? No, it's 3 months. Yeah. Until the end of March. Let's see what he can do. 90 days. Let's see if he could sway me back. Oh, this is the clip I wanted to play. We got swagger. Here we go. Mm. Mm. Oh, you guys don't hear the video? Oh, okay. Oh, I see what I did wrong. My bad. Oh, I'll play him again. Thank you for letting me know. I know what I did wrong. Thank you. I got you right. Let me know now if you could hear it. Good thing I didn't talk. I didn't say anything. I will say, all right. Sorry about that, folks. Here we go.
When a mayor has swagger,
Yep.
the city has swagger.
That's right.
We've allowed people to beat us down
That's
so
right.
much
That's
that
right.
all we did was wallow in COVID.
That's right.
That's all we did.
That's right.
And we no longer believe.
That's right.
This is a city of swagger.
That's right.
This is a city of resiliency.
That's
And
right.
all of these messages out there of what is going to happen, we're going to survive. When a mayor has swagger, the city has swagger.
That's right.
We've allowed people to beat us down so much that all we did was wallow in COVID. That's all we did.
So, you guys believe? Are you guys buying what he's saying? You guys believe him? Does Eric Adams sound sincere? Dead ass B. This guy got swagger. He needs to come out with a Yankee fitted now, wearing some Timberlands and some baggy jeans. And I'm gonna be like, all right, Eric Adams, I see you. I see you, Eric Adams, with that Yankee fitted. I'm not gonna lie to you. He does have swagger. Look how he dresses. This guy dresses good, man. He goes out to eat at expensive restaurants. This guy probably wears like expensive cologne. I'm not gonna lie. This guy knows how to dress. He looks like he smells good. Like he puts on like Greek cologne, like the top. I'm talking about expensive cologne. I'll give him that. This guy looks fresh. I'll give him that. But let's see if he walks the walk like he talks the talk. Let's see. We'll give him a chance, like we said. Let's give the brother a chance. But he's already Bill de Blasio didn't have swagger. Bill de Blasio black wife didn't give him swagger. Bill de Blasio was Big Bird, a tall, pasty white boy from Massachusetts with a black wife, and his kid had an afro. The only reason Bill de Blasio won the first election, I don't even remember who he ran against, to be honest with you. But I do remember something. His son Dante's afro got him elected. Everybody saw, that's his kid. That's right. That's his wife. That's right. We're going to vote in Bill de Blasio. Drug card. De Blasio go black. That's what I'm saying. He sounds like a car dealership. Well, when you go to a car dealership, right? I used to sell cars. That's why I like dressing up. To be honest, I always like dressing up. Sales, you got to dress up for sales. You see how Eric Adams is dressed? And if he probably smells good with that Dracar, like Booker Bradley said, right? He probably wears some good Dracar. You'd be like, damn, man, sell me that car, man. I'll take it. Because he got that swagger, like he just said. He's talking the talk. He's got the nice, coat. And I love those coats. The pea coats, I have them in New York. I enjoy wearing them. I like putting on a tie. You got to look good, man. You got to look good. Even I may sound like an idiot, but I look good, sounding like an idiot. But anyways, so would you buy a car from him or would you buy a car from Bill de Blasio? And if you don't buy a car from him, you're racist. No, but I'm gonna give him a chance. We'll see. The cops seem to like him, so we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. So that was Eric Adams. We just did the New York Minute. Are we done with New York? We did the New York Minute. I enjoyed talking about New York in the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. It takes me back what I'm missing out on. You know, this is what I'm missing out on in New York. So this was attacked in Burger King in Brownsville. I think Brownsville is Brooklyn. So this happened at a Burger King in Brownsville, Brooklyn. So it looks like these scholars were tired of waiting for their bread, for their food. So they hop over the gate, hop over the counter, and they just start punching the worker. These guys are still attacking them for the food, man. Like, you can't even work in a fast food place without getting attacked. Why would you want to live around this? Why would you want? Why would you want to work in this community? What this is what might happen to you. Why put yourself in this? Why put yourself in this situation where something like this could happen to you? Where you work at, where you go home, where you live at. Why put yourself in that situation? Oh, it's racist to think like that. If you don't want to think about racism, then good luck surviving. What are the chances of you getting robbed, stabbed, shot at in a certain neighborhood? This is Brownsville. I kind of never heard of it because I never been there. And I never been to that neighborhood for a reason. There's certain neighborhoods in New York that you don't visit for a reason because you want to survive. I don't want to drive down that block. Remember all the videos I showed you guys of the stray bullets? Most of the people get killed by this stuff is innocent people, stray bullets. So imagine working in a place where your customers, your patrons, are certain demographics. What do you think is going to happen to you eventually? Especially if you don't have what's it called? That bulletproof partition, bulletproof glass. Have you noticed certain restaurants have that in certain neighborhoods in New York? Go to New York. If you want to see racism and the melting pot, go to New York. You'll see it. Certain KFCs in certain neighborhoods have that bulletproof partition. And then if you go to like the ones in the Upper West Side of New York, they don't have that. Certain McDonald's have those bulletproof partitions in certain I don't think McDonald's in certain neighborhoods. Look into that. Bullet ball. That's how the George Floyd community orders food. It's not racism. Just have to square up and take a bullet and not die. Yep. I got a Pico from Brooks Brothers, most expensive piece of clothing I own. Used to rock it all the time in the coat. Brooks Brothers. I've been finding those at the Goodwill. The shirts. I'm trying to see if I can find a good one. I think a lot of older people are passing away because there's a lot of vintage good stuff at the Goodwill lately. So teenager robbed of $8,000 in Hunts Point elevator. $8,000. How does this teen have $8,000? So this is New York, ladies and gentlemen, right? Oh, my bad. I closed it. Put the shades on, folks, because it's getting bright, and I'm looking straight at the camera and I'm looking down. I can't do that anymore. It's hurting me. So I'm just gonna. So it looks like we still got eye contact, but I gotta look at these two screens. All right. So this teen got robbed for $8,000 in New York City. So I guess they pushed him in. They got the gun. Hey, yo, hand the money over. What kind of building is this? This looks like a nice building, actually. I might know this building actually. It has $8,000 stole from this kid. There has to be people that they on Christmas. Look, the 28th, right after Christmas, $8,000. Look, he was coming out the elevator. Oh, he was coming out. They pushed him back in. They were waiting for him. They knew already. The kid has to know who robbed them. $8,000, man. $8,000 from that kid. I don't know if he was home, he was visiting somebody, maybe he was gonna buy something. I don't know. Another in Bushwick, another holdup, ladies and gentlemen. Another holdup in New York City. In the flower shop. Nice cameras, flower shop. So this guy decides to rob the flower shop. Nothing is safe anymore. Look at that. Look at this is not even a flower shop. Yeah, a lot of immigrants own the flower shops in New York. Hardworking families are getting robbed now. Small businesses are getting robbed, ladies and gentlemen. Like this is still going on, right? Some of these are from 2021, but only the date on the calendar has changed. This is still continuing on today. So what's going to happen of 2022? This is sad, man. Flower shops, how many flowers do they sell? Female thieves tries to slash security guard at Bronx shopping plaza. Gotta be the Bronx. So look at her. She has like a knife on her. Look at this is where is this at? Bronx Plaza. There has to be like this probably is like Fordham Road or something. Most of the stores are at. Let's go Cowboys. So the Bronx, Brownsville. Also, this guy, look, this guy goes up into an apartment and he fires through the door in the Bronx. Another one, ladies and gentlemen. This is what if he shoots the wrong apartment? So this is yeah, these are like the hallways in the Bronx. So now he's gonna fire through the door of the apartment. Look at that. And he just runs. What if this genius, right, got the wrong apartment? How confident aren't you that they gave him an apartment number to shoot at, unless he knows the person, but do you really think he's gonna know who to shoot, who's the right person to take out? I don't think so, folks. Like, and he just runs. This is the kind of world, that's the kind of city that New York has. Let's see what Eric Adam does. Let's see if we can fix that. Another one. Everybody just firing at cars. Like a car's running, he just starts firing. Like this is the wild, wild west now. This is like, you gotta have a gun in New York, man. How do people do this? How do people live like this? This is why I moved out, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I left New York. That's why I left New York. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want something to happen to me. At least where I'm at now, I could protect myself. I go outside, I'm protected. I feel safe. I could protect myself. Homeless man assaulted in Upper West Side bank lobby. I think we saw this one already. Yeah, we saw these already. So that's New York, ladies and gentlemen. Kept you up to date with the New York City, ladies and gentlemen. New York City. Why? Speaking of New York, before I move on to the I just want to say, get well soon, Whoopi Goldberg. Sad. Just get well soon, Whoopi. Whoopi Goldberg tests positive for COVID-19 as the view shifts to remote protections. Hope you get better, Whoopi, man. Hope you get better. Hats off to Whoopi Goldberg, ladies and gentlemen. Hats off to her. You know, I want her to get a speedy recovery, ladies and gentlemen. Whoopi Goldberg has tested positive for COVID-19. Goldbergs. Why is her last name Goldberg? Does she look like a Goldberg? Look, ladies and gentlemen, does she look like a Goldberg? Diagnosis was revealed by Joey Behar. Speaking of Goldberg, now that's a Goldberg. Joey Behar, one of her co-hosts of The View, during a broadcast on Monday. Whoopi, unfortunately, tested positive before the break, but she'll probably be back next week, Behar shared. Also, we could watch the video. Okay.
Why am I here instead of Whoopi? Well, Whoopi unfortunately tested positive over the break, but she'll be back probably next week. But since she's vaxxed and boosted, her symptoms have been very mild. But we're, being super cautious here.
So this is Whoopi Goldberg then, right? This is Whoopi?
I'm vaxxed, I'm waxed, and I'm back in action.
So it's going to be Whoopi Goldberg next Monday, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to be vaxxed and waxed. Right, Joey Behar? You forgot to add in that wax part, Joey Behar. And she said, Whoopi is vaxxed, boosted. No. Vaxxed, waxed, and boosted. That's what you should have said, Joey Behar. You got it all wrong.
Very, very mild. But we're, being super cautious here at The View. We'll be checking with her soon, so you'll see Whoopi too.
We don't want to see her, but that's okay. So we got to make sure she's waxed and vaxxed before she comes back. Okay, Whoopi? You got to hope she's waxed, right? Let's see it one more time. Let me hear Joey Behar.
Why am I here instead of Whoopi? Well, Whoopi unfortunately tested positive over the break, but she'll be back probably next week. But since she's vaxxed and boosted, her symptoms have been...
I'm waxed, and I'm back in action.
Very, very mild. But we're, being super cautious here at The View. We'll be checking with her soon, so you'll see Whoopi too.
There you go. She's vaxxed and waxed. Ladies and gentlemen, I kind of want to show you something right now with my cat. I put another chair here. He sits now. He's like my manager now. I want to show you something. Look where my cat is at. Oh, damn monitor. Oh, you can see his head. Look at his head. I don't know if you can see his head. But he sits at that executive chair now. He just sits there and stares at me. Freaking guy. He sits in that chair because I moved the desk over here, and then I put the old desk that was here, and I have another desk in the middle. So it's like a little cubicle setting. It's pretty cool, actually. I like this little setup I have here. It's like a man cave, like the song says. So shout out to Ginger. He's over there on the executive chair. This guy. All right. So Whoopi Goldberg, get well soon, Whoopi. We hope the best for you. We hope for the best, I guess. Kind of missed The View, right? I miss watching it. Who watches The View? Who watches that View? I don't know who watches The View. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember the chart I showed you a few minutes ago about the people leaving? So this is the article right here. Democrat-run states saw residents flee in 2021. Annual moving survey shows. I'm one of them. I left. Droves of residents fled Democrat-run states with surging crime. New York. I just showed you videos, proved it to you. The surging crimes and COVID-19 restrictions last year, with New York and New Jersey and Connecticut among the 5 that suffered the steepest loss. A sobering new survey shows New Jersey led the nation with 70% of people involved in moves fleeing the Garden State, compared to just 30% who migrated in. According to United Van Lines 45th Annual Nationals Mover Studies, Illinois, home to crime and shooting written Chicago, shout out to the Chicago Bulls, came in second with 67% of the moves recorded were residents leaving the state, while just 27% were in bond. New York City, New York ranked third with 63% of movers headed for the exits and 37% settling in. Who the hell is moving into New York? So numbers don't lie. You know, people are just moving out. Meanwhile, 6 of the top 10 metro areas suffering from worst exodus were in New York, New York and New Jersey regions, like New York City, probably like Newark. For the entire Northeast, 60% of the moves were outbound. See, a lot, 60% left the Northeast. So a lot of people are leaving the Northeast, and Washington, D.C., New York, New Jersey, cancer. The Northeast is garbage, folks. Connecticut, those places are a cesspool. Give me a second. Oh, I gotta drink the tea. My bad. I gotta drink it like this. I don't know why these female podcasters drink their teas like this. But if it gets to ratings, you know, they're always drinking their tea like this. Their hands are so small. I don't get it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there's a peppermint shortage. I don't know if you guys knew that. Let me see. I forgot to cover that during the Christmas break. But there's like a peppermint shortage. There's a shortage for everything now. Candy cane shortage 2021. I forgot to report that before Christmas. But out of all things, peppermint, right? I just want to show you that real quick. Candy cane shortage 2021. Peppermint candy is harder to find before Christmas. And I got this at the Dollar Tree. So no cream cheese, coronavirus, no PlayStation 5s. It's a lot of shortages out there, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of shortages. All right, so everybody's leaving the Northeast. I don't blame them. I did the same thing. There's no reason to stay in the Northeast. What good thing you think? What good thing is going to happen by you staying in the Northeast? Nothing. Nothing good is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. One tab. Okay, I got pressure, social media. Okay, let me show you something really quick. Well, not really quick, but we talked about children that have been wearing the mask, let's say for what, 2 years now. But everybody else, right, is worried about COVID. That's all they talk about in the news. COVID. I've been talking about it a lot because that's all they talk about. But they're not talking about the effects of it now. Pandemic worries shown to have impaired general cognitive abilities. The impairments observed may explain poor decisions about COVID prevention measures. The COVID-19 pandemic has tested our psychological limits. Some have been more affected than others by the stressful potential illness and the confusion of constantly changing health information, new restrictions. So last week, Fauci said, right, like a month ago was 10 days, and then now it's 5 days. So they're always changing the rules as they go because, they don't believe it. Same thing with AOC. AOC being out there in Florida, they don't believe what they're selling. They don't believe what they're saying. These politicians, they're telling you to do something, the mandates, this, and that, but they don't believe it because they don't do it. Remember Pelosi, remember Gavin Newsom at the French restaurant. These politicians just going out, not wearing masks. Pelosi at the hair salon. Remember that? So this starts messing with people's minds. I'm like, wait a minute. We're being told to do this, do that. Yet the politicians aren't doing what we're being told. Now they're talking about lockdowns again. People want to work. I want to work. We want to make money. We took that vacation during the COVID in 2020. A lot of people took time off, worked from home. It was like a year off for most people. It was just crazy. And it kind of stole kids' childhoods, right? Proms, football games, graduations, your first dates, taking that first crush you have out on a date, and then COVID happened, or that Valentine's Day, all that stuff you experienced as a kid. A lot of kids are not experiencing anymore. So if this is happening to adults, what is happening to the kids? Remember, we kept talking about the next generation. They're supposed to take care of us, right? When I become a boomer, when I become old, when I'm old, the younger crowd has to take care of us, right? They're going to be the nurses, they're going to be the doctors, the firefighters, the firemen, the firefighters, the policemen, EMT, but they all have the ears pierced, blue hair, the growing up entitled. Just earlier today, I saw they were talking about the military, that they can't find people to join the military. Only like 60,000 Americans qualify from the age of 24. From age of 18 to 24, only 30% qualify to serve the military. A lot of people have been arrested, drug use, and the military can't find people. So now you have scientists at the McGill University and Neuro surveyed more than 1,500 Americans online from April to June 2020. Participants were asked to rate their level of worry about the COVID-19 pandemic and complete a battery of psychological tests to measure their basic cognitive abilities like processing and maintaining information in mind. The data were then compared to the results of the same tests collected before the pandemic. For example, participants completed an information processing test where they were asked to match pairs of digits and symbols according to a fixed rule. Participants' risk attitudes were measured using an economic decision task where they made a series of hypothetical choices between a certain option, e.g., a sure win of $75 and a risky option, e.g., a 25% chance of winning zero and a 70% every and a 70% chance of winning 100. The researchers found that those experiencing more pandemic related worries had reduced information processing speed, agility to retain information needed to perform tasks, and heightened sensitivity to the odds they were given when taking risks. So the people that worried about the pandemic, that worried about stuff like that, they can't think straight. You're focused. You you're being confused by all this. Also, participants in the last wave of data collection showed slower processing speeds, lowered ability to maintain the goals in mind, and were more sensitive to risk than those in the first wave. So the people that had worried of pandemic, right? They had distorted levels, underweighing likely probabilities and overweighing unlikely probabilities. This suggests that worry related to COVID may affect the people's decision making style, which is crucial as it may influence people's decision about getting a COVID-19 vaccine. Hold on, Gatito. You got it. So it's a lot of, they got people worrying, my job, I got to get the jab and this and that. You just confuse people. The past 2 years is like they shook the world. Like this world is shaking like a snow globe. Everything is all over the place. But you know what stands? Like those big companies like Walmart, Pfizer. We're all those little snowflakes now. That just like, we're all over the place. We got to find our way, find ourselves in a snow globe. They just shook everything up, people's confidence. And then now the kids. Surgeon General warns of youth mental health crisis on a Sunday. Any given Sunday, the Giants only score 3 points. So right there, global symptoms of anxiety and depression doubled during the pandemic, the report noted, but mental health issues were already on the rise in the United States, with emergency room visits related to depression, anxiety, and similar conditions up to 28% between 2011 and 2015. So feel bad, man. Feel bad for the kids. Right? These are the kids that are going to grow up to take care of us. This is parents fighting with their kids. It's a big mess. It's like it was like designed to have this. It's sad, man. Sad. The reason are complex and not yet definitive. Adolescent brain chemistry and relationship with friends and family play a role. The report noted, as does a fast-paced media culture, which can leave some young minds feeling helpless. They're on social media. They're looking at social media. They're looking at their friends, probably driving that new car. Their parents got them a new car, or they have the new iPhone. And your parents working 2, 3 jobs. They can't even get you anything. They can't even get you a bicycle. And the pressure just starts building. When we went to school, we didn't have social media. I'm happy. We didn't have social media when I was in school. I think I was like the last generation that was kind of normal. No social media, none of that craziness. And now these kids, man, I feel bad. Is you got to look at, they're pressured. Remember, I think the only pressure that I had, well, I didn't really care about it, but a lot of kids had with the Jordans. you had to be wearing the Jordans on Monday. I think that was one of the big pressures that we had when I was growing up. Is like having Jordans. If you didn't have the Jordans by Monday, you're not part of the school. You know why I never bought a pair of Jordans? Because I used to see kids that bought Jordans put shopping bags over them when it rained. So you see these kids on the bus with shopping bags over their shoes. And then when they got to school, they take off the shopping bags and walked around with their Jordans. And I'm like, why are you buying shoes that you have to cover up? I never understood that. And why am I going to pay 150? My parents would never, buy me those. But me personally, I never wanted Jordans. I'm like, I love Jordan, Michael Jordan, my favorite player. He got his pops, his jersey. But the sneakers, maybe in the future I'll get me a pair of Jordans. I don't know. I always like the black and they're all black and red and white. But I do want one in the future, not right now. But I'm saying as a kid, like if you could afford it, you get it. I'll get it. I might. We'll see. Yeah, maybe. Most likely, yeah. You never know. I could get the Omarion virus again next week, and I could go. So maybe I'll get the ones that was going to match my Dallas Cowboys hat. I don't know. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. They do have the white and the navy blue Jordans. I remember those. Maybe I'll got that to go with my Cowboys jersey. So, anyways. I'm still wearing the same New Balances for the past 2 years. I got these blue New Balances before actually, I had them for a while. Yeah. And for the past 2 years, I've been wearing them and some other Nike shoes. But young people are bombarded with messages through the media and pop culture that erode their sense of worth. Kids are losing their sense of worth, telling them that they're not good looking enough, popular enough, smart enough, or rich enough. Dr. Murphy wrote in the report that comes as a progress of legitimate, distressing issues like climate change, income inequality, racial injustice, the opioid epidemic, and gun violence feels too slow. So now the kids are getting very political. They're stressed out. They're not getting likes. They're not popular like the other person on social media. Now it's not only like a high school popularity, it's on social media. Oh, that person has more friends than you. We see it happening here as adults. That person doesn't have a lot of subscribers. They're nobody. Oh, that person has a lot of subscribers. Yeah, they're awesome. It just like we're not like a big high school now. So although blame for adolescent distress is often pinned on social media, screen time alone does not account for the crisis. Many researchers say rather social media and other online activities act more to amplify an adolescent's existing mental state, causing some young people to feel more distress and others to experience feelings of connection. So, kids, man, if you're a parent, I mean, it's kind of hard now, right? Like, I'm watching Dexter, the new season of Dexter, and he has his son Harrison, right? And man, that kid is very difficult. And Dexter is so patient with his son. Well, he did abandon him, but his son is like 17, 18, I think, or 16. I don't know. One of those ages. And he's just so rebellious. I guess I was the same way. Like we all were, right? 16, we get rebellious. It must be hard to be a parent, man. Like, so your parents say you won't understand until you're a parent. So the pandemic, the kids, we got Eric Adams. So speaking of the adolescents, I like to go to Libs or TikTok to prove the point. This is what's going on with the youth. This is the youth now, ladies and gentlemen.
Educators I am just finishing up my teaching degree, and I was wondering how you all respond when students or parents misgender you in a way that doesn't turn into a power struggle. Because when I've had students misgender me so far, I don't know how to respond, and usually when I correct them, they just ignore it.
This is the kind of generation Twitter is pumping out, social media is pumping out. Right. This is the kind of this is the future. These are the graduates. These are the people going to college. I went to college with people like this a few years ago.
Fuck wrong with you? Don't talk all that shit. Don't try to. Bitch, you made $10. Bitch. Fuck wrong with you? Ho.
So you have this mother over here with a kid. This kid has no chance.
I'll tear this bitch up. You lucky I got my motherfucking daughter with me. I will break down this shit. I'm tired of this. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, bring out the knife. Bring out the knife, bitch. Fuck wrong with you?
This is the generation, ladies and gentlemen. This is the generation that's this piece of garbage. See, poor, low IQ people are having more kids than smart, successful people. Successful people are too busy being successful and not having kids. Poor, low IQ people like this, I don't know what to say. If anybody in the chat could give me a nice word to say, I'll use it. But whatever this is, that poor child has no future. Remember I showed you the video on Friday of the mother showing the kids how to steal? The mother would put down a wig and the kid would come around and put it in his jacket and steal. And so would the daughter. Remember we showed you that video? These parents are raising the future criminals or whatever the hell they're going to be. But I don't know, maybe her daughter will beat the odds. Maybe she'll become a doctor. I don't know. But we'll see. So she's gonna. Don't you have a daughter to take care of? Yeah, you're gonna say, "I'm gonna wait for you to get out of work." Go take care of your daughter. Go feed your kid. What the hell are you doing in a McDonald's or wherever the hell this is? Why is this lady cooking for her daughter? Why do they feel like they gotta go eat at fast food places? That's another thing, man. Learn how to cook. Don't take your kids to fast food places. You want them to get fat and be diabetics by the age of 7? Nah, these parents, man. I see these parents taking their kids to McDonald's and eating out all the time. What happened to cooking at home? What happened to that? I grew up with that. I'm sorry. I was listening to something, right? That actually, where's the human law? I'll save that for next episode. I don't want to get into that too much. I'll save it for another episode. Oh, damn. Look at the daughter saying, "Mommy, look at the daughter." Kids have no filters. Kids have no filters. Kids are honest. I forgot what was the term. I was listening to this. Kids are honest. Look at her saying, "Mommy, like you're looking like a fool." Like the daughter knows, like.
Exactly, bitch. Fuck wrong with you, motherfucker. You want your ass whooped too, bitch. Fuck wrong with you, motherfucker. You want your ass whooped too, bitch. Oh, exactly, bitch.
Look, the daughter's crying, man. This is sad. This is very. Look, the daughter. Damn, this broke my heart, man. Well, not really, but the daughter starts crying and she's gonna walk away, man. I think this daughter is actually gonna become a doctor. She's gonna hate her mother so much. she's gonna hate her mother so much that she's gonna be successful. After just seeing this, look at the daughter. I'm gonna play it back a little bit. She starts crying, but then she stops crying, and then she's like, I'm out of here. Look, look at this. Look at the daughter. She's like crying, but then she holds back and she tries to walk out.
Exactly.
Look right there.
Get your baby up, bitch. You're not gonna do that today, bitch. Exactly, bitch. You had that bitch. Over 3 months old, now it's a 12 bitch.
Oh my gosh.
And your white ass.
Now she's being racist, man. Now she's with the race. So folks, that's the future. That's that kid, man. I feel bad for the kid, but maybe he'll do good. Maybe the kid will come out good. But you want to know another reason why people leave in California and New York, especially places like San Francisco? Because this is what people are living in tents. It's going on over here in Texas too. Oh, I can't play the stupid music, man. Why are you playing stupid music on these videos? Look, San Francisco, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, when I was in California, wow, this is like in between the municipal buildings. This is how Americans are living, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Look at that nice statue right there. Oh my, stupid music, man. I apologize for that. So people, no, look at the dog, man. I feel bad for the dog. So it's good. It's like a whole community. This was in that movie. Remember that movie? They Believe with Roddy Piper. All of them. What was it called? That's San Francisco right there, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. They Live. Thank you. They Live. So remember that movie, They Live? There you go. It's like I enjoy those movies from the 80s. It's like predicting what happens going on today. So this is in Israel. Let's see what's going on in Israel. Draconian rules. Oh, shout out to Israel. Let's see what's going on.
All righty. We are at McDonald's in the Big Fashion Mall. And here's what happens. When you want to place your order on this screen over here, the way it works is like this. You click English. And now it says, in order to proceed with the order, you must confirm that you have a valid green certificate.
So look at that in McDonald's. In order to proceed with the order, you must confirm you have a valid green certificate. What the hell is a valid green certificate?
Of your own. So let's say you don't have one. You click don't have. Look at that. It blanks out the screen. So basically, if you don't have a green pass, they will not give you food at McDonald's in Beit Shemesh. Sounds like Nazi Germany. That's where we're at. Welcome to Israel 2022.
Shabbat shalom, salami. So the green certificate is a COVID vax. Hey, if they're doing it in Israel, they're going to be doing this by yesterday. They're probably doing this already if they're doing it in Israel. See, that's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the good thing I don't like McDonald's and I said no more fast food. And I'm living in a beautiful place like Texas, and that's not going to happen here. But it might start happening. So this happened in Madison, Wisconsin. People could just go into any store in America now and just steal and rob like it's nothing. So this happened in Madison, Wisconsin.
There he goes. Merry Christmas, man. It's funny. I've stopped so many people from that, but he said don't, so I'm like, okay.
No, we can't do anything.
Yeah, and we're at retail, and we can't do anything either. Because we'll have a good day, and see you next time.
There he goes. Merry Christmas, man.
Look, at least he got two ukuleles. What is that called? Ukuleles for his kids. He got them for the kids. That's the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. People are just robbing, stealing. Remember that $8,000 stole from that kid? Speaking of kids and getting vaccinated,
We're gonna get it soon, and then we can play. Yay!
why should we kids get vaccinated when it's available? Well, this is no ordinary shot, kids.
We're gonna get it soon, and then we can play. Yay! I'm so excited. We will get to play together
Oh my gosh.
when it's done. The shot. We
What the
will get
hell?
to play together when it's done. The
Oh.
shot. We will get to play together. We will get to play together. We will
Nothing
get
to
to
get
play together when it's done. The shot.
The hell, man? Get vaccinated, everyone, and then get your lives back. That's what you've been saying since 2019. When did COVID come out? 2019? What the hell's wrong? Why is it 2019? Oh man. I'm not playing that song again. I am not playing that song again. Oh, what happened here? This is the bodega in New York. Oh, they got shot. Oh, they shot that big lady. Oh, he shot her, yo. That looks like her ex-lover, yo. Like she's bleeding. I don't know, man. These people, man. New York. I'm telling you, New York sucks, man. New York, you can't even go buy a bag of. Oh, what's going on? You can't even go buy a bag of potato chips without probably getting shot. I don't know if this is a filter. I hope this is a TikTok filter. But this is the youth, ladies and gentlemen. This is the future, man. This is the future, man. I hate when I go to Chipotle and this guy is making my burrito. I've seen this happen already. These are the people that working at Chipotle and make your food too.
The LGBTQIA community and you're somehow straight and found me. One, how? And two, just keep scrolling. So I am apogender. My pronouns are he, they. And as you can tell, I'm mask presenting. So my question is this. I always get he. I almost never get the they. Because I'm mask presenting and I do appear more masculine, does that just negate the they? I understand that he is my main pronoun, but sometimes it's nice to, hear the they portion of the pronoun.
What the hell
that
is
never
this?
happens because I appear more masculine. So I just don't know if people think it just negates the fact that the they part is there just because I'm built like a bear. I have a question.
I don't know what the hell we just watched, man. This is the people, ladies and gentlemen, that are taking over, man. These are the people that are right. This is the guy that's taking the moral high ground. So we're gonna take it right back to New York, ladies and gentlemen. This is an MTA worker talking about what's going on right now. So let's take it back to New York real quick. There's a lot of content in New York, man. You might not like New York, but there's a lot of content in New York. All right, here I got it. Let's see what. I don't want to misgender this.
Drivers for the B train, the D train, the W train, and I believe they said the M train. No drivers. Why? Americon. We have 50 drivers out, and this morning, 4 more were taken out. Now, let me tell y'all this, right? I was told that a guy got on my job yesterday in my bus and said Manhattanville has 102 people out. Fresh Pond has over 40 people out. Listen, let me tell y'all what's going on. This is what's really happening. We were told, now listen to this. If you test positive but have no symptoms, you still have to come to work. Let me say that one more time. If you test positive,
that's right,
for COVID, you still have to come to work. If you have no symptoms, there was a guy at my job yesterday. He was tested positive, but he had no symptoms. He was told he had to still come to work. Tell me what sense does that make, right? So a person like myself, when I come in the mornings, I relieve the driver that's on, whether they came in at 3 in the morning or rather they worked overnight. I go and I relieve them. That means I go behind them in the bus, right? So that means we're not told who's positive. So if I get behind you and I don't know you're positive, but because you were told you still have to work because you have no symptoms, what about if I get symptoms? And now we're only able to stay out 5 days. No more 14. 5 days. And they're saying on the news 5 days because there's too many people staying out of work and there's not enough people to cover.
So I don't know if she's mad that she can't have 2 weeks off or whatever. Or people can't have 2 weeks off. But that's also going on with the airlines. I wanted to play that because the airlines, there's a lot of airline cancellations. A lot of pilots are calling out sick, and they're offering pilots 3 times pay now. Pilots are offering them 3 times pay to work overtime because there's a lot of pilots, getting sick, they're retired. So this is going on everywhere. Trucking, pilots. United Airlines offers triple pay to pilots, avoid travel chaos. A lot of flights are being canceled, even as the holiday season, has passed. Some people are staying longer with their loved ones. But United Airlines offers triple pay to pilots amid travel chaos. The pay bump will extend from December 30th to January 29th, and airline executives say. So getting triple pay, man. How much does a pilot get paid an hour? Like $60 an hour? It's probably pay 180 now. That's pretty cool. United Airlines said Friday they will be offering triple pay to pilots who pick up extra flights as bad weather and Omicron variant continues to slam the airline industry with thousands of trips canceled since Christmas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that Omicron, right, is not that dangerous. I don't know if I could say that on YouTube, but in South Africa, they said that the wave is over. Remember, they had the wave back in the middle of November, and now it's 6 weeks later, the wave is over. How do you even know how to spell that? Omicron, Omarion, Maricon. South Africa, right? See, Omicron is subsiding in South Africa. All right, so let me see. Damn, who can I? Let's go with this one. Who can I trust? South Africa reports Omicron peak has passed. Officials in South Africa are reporting that the country may have passed its peak for COVID-19. The country's Department of Health reports 29.7% decrease in the number of new cases detected in the week. So you see in America is rising, right? Because a lot of people are getting tested and they're probably getting positive, but they have no symptoms. Like the bus driver lady, right? Lady said they're having no symptoms. So they're only going to take off, 5 days? Because you can't take the two weeks off anymore. So as the country's officials have reduced or lifted restrictions, the curfew will be lifted. There will be, therefore, no restriction on the hour of movement of people. So people could gather in alcohol sales. Alcohol establishments that have license to operate beyond 11 p.m. will revert back to full license conditions. Imagine if they took away the alcohol here in America during the pandemic. Remember during the pandemic, the liquor stores were open. Those were essential. Imagine if they shut down the liquor stores during the pandemic, people would go crazy. So, so right there, look, it came in and went. I think it's like the lowest form of the variant. If you have the vaxxed, waxed, boosted, or if you had COVID before, your body has the antibodies now. So you're good to go. You're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Can't be man, I still can't believe about AOC, man. If you hate me, you're sexually frustrated, right? If you hate me, you're sexually frustrated. I didn't play this. I didn't play this. I didn't play this video yet. I didn't play this video on. I don't know if I could play. I'll save this one. So remember we talked about AOC, right? Remember, remember we talked about AOC saying, "Oh, if you don't want me, I mean, if you attacking me is because you're sexually frustrated because you want me, right? Like a true narcissist, right? Like what gives them the sense of AOC and let's say also the pigeon? What gives them the sense to like if you hate on them, right? Oh, you only hating on me because you want me, because you're sexually frustrated. That's what AOC said. And that's the same thing Pigeon has been saying. Anybody that attacks her, she says, you're only attacking me because you hate me, because you, right? Like this Pigeon.
That I met a couple years ago. I like John. I love John. John, just so you know. I mean, you can make a million videos of me. You can make fun of me all you want, making all these cartoons and all this stuff about me. And I respect that, John. So keep making videos. There's a video out there that's really funny. It's just it's just a parody. But if you guys get a chance, go watch it on YouTube. Just go on YouTube and search legal Latino. Oh my God, it's the funniest thing. You guys have to watch it. All these cartoons and stuff about me. And and we do have to be, we do have to be educated, proper, and I will be proper, and I will be and I will try to be as educated as possible, but just keep in mind that it's just almost impossible. Okay. You will hardly ever find anyone as loyal.
There we go.
And as respectful as legal Latino. Guys, please don't quote, don't take my words out of context. I just want you to know that you're very, very, very appreciated, and you have a big place in my heart for everything you've done. Okay. So let's see. Teddy Spaghetti 2020.
Shout out to Andy's random edits for that one. That's an old school one. But whenever you would attack the Pigeon, right? She'll say
let's change topics.
She'll say
this
this.
Designed edit right here, Jim.
She'll say the same thing as. She'll say the same thing that the Pigeon say AOC, right? That's what that reminded me of that. Remember when AOC said that, right? So you attack me because you want me.
I mean, think of my attitude and having someone physically.
So this was the one I wanted.
It was about this guy would take tact.
No, there was another audio.
Robert.
There was another one. Hold on. So, just want you guys to see the similarities right there, like politicians and narcissism. Let me see. Would it be this one?
I mean, think of my attitude and having someone physically abuse me. No. not gonna happen. But my stepdad's name was.
I see if I can find the right part. Hold on.
He's so hooked while you were. He's so you hooked. No. Can you tell him? Can you tell him the story or no? Because I have what I have. No, so no. I don't cheat. Let me just tell you that much.
All right, I found it. All right. I found it. All right, hold on. So this is like AOC, right? This is the political candidate, ladies and gentlemen. This is a political candidate for the 33rd Congressional District of California, ladies and gentlemen. This is who's running for office to be in Congress, speaking for you, for the constituents of the 33rd Congressional District of California. This is like if somebody maybe 7 years ago would have warned us about AOC. If somebody would have shown us an AOC video, and I would have been like, in 10 years, in 2021, on Christmas 2021, AOC is going to say, all you haters are sexually frustrated because you can't have her. And that's why you hate on her. So now I'm going to do the same. In case this political candidate, you never know, things could happen. In case this political candidate wins her congressional district race, you never know. In case she wins, I just want her to be on record for letting you guys know I warned you. And when she's in power or whatever she wants to say she's going to be in power in Congress with MTG, AOC. What is this idiot's name? PD? I don't even know her name. So just listen to this part. I'm going to do a special on this later on. But I'm just going to give you guys a preview.
I have no. So no. I don't cheat. Let me just tell you that much. And if I did, I wouldn't be saying it in front of people. Simple as that, okay? It's as simple as that. It's not hard to figure out. So my, and if I did, I wouldn't.
Look at that face. That's her husband. She says she's talking about another man next to her husband. Look at that face. Is that a face of a man that's happy, that he's loving his life? Buckle up, buckaroo, right? Buckle up your seatbelts. This is gonna be a special for another day. This is another special I'm gonna do. Just doing a little preview, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna compare AOC to this pigeon. The pigeon versus AOC. Imagine those two pigeons in Congress. Damn, what is this idiot's name? I gotta come up with another name for this idiot. So she picked him up at Home Depot. So, I mean, that's right there, man. I'm going to save that for another episode right there, ladies and gentlemen. Because people have been asking me, Darius Muchinson, a lot of people have been asking me, what's the pigeon? What's the pigeon? I'm like, oh, I got videos on that. But we're going to do a new pigeon special. I don't know when, but I'll do it. Thank you, Dennis Rice. Appreciate that. Appreciate the coffee. Appreciate that. Love the stream. Beware of pigeons. Yes. Do not feed the pigeons. I always tell people, do not feed the pigeons. Let me show you guys pigeons. Oh, actually, I do have my video. Legal Latino pigeons. Is it on YouTube? All right. I'll do a live one. No, other people have been asking about pigeon. Other people. Everywhere. It's, a couple of other streams. I'm like, what is this pigeon you talk? I'm like, all right. But I will do another one. What is this? Pigeons wearing tiny make America great. What is this? Is this real news? Oh my, I didn't know this. Hold on. Pigeons wearing MAGA hats. This is a real article.
And I'm hopeful that I will be able to find some possible reactivities that I'm
The hell is this lady doing?
so that
Oh,
I
it
can
begins
figure
at 6
out
minutes.
how to
6
feel
seconds.
my body better so that I can feel better.
As these pigeons snack on scraps, this one struts its stuff. That red thing you see on its head is a Make America Great Again hat, And this pigeon is not the only one in town wearing one.
That's stupid. I just think it's funny.
An underground group called Putin, short for Pigeons United to Interfere Now, is taking credit for releasing the flock of MAGA-capped pigeons in downtown Las Vegas. The founder says it was months in the making and done this week to protest the Democratic candidates in Las Vegas and to show loyalty to President Trump.
I think they're funny.
No, it's not funny.
But Mariah Hillman is not laughing about it.
It's absurd. The whole idea.
Of course, Hillman, every single time Hillman gets mad. Oh man, this will be a nice little clip to edit, right? Oh, pigeons with hats, and then you just show her. Oh man, let me see if I could edit this. I'm gonna try to learn how to edit videos. This might be a project right here.
Is ridiculous.
She runs Lofty Hopes,
A
Las
pigeon
Vegas
positive
pigeon
movement.
rescue.
What the hell is
The
this?
Las Vegas Hopes. She runs Lofty Hopes, the Las Vegas Pigeon Rescue.
There's a good chance that we.
The Las Vegas Hopes. The Las Vegas Pigeon Rescue.
There's a good chance that we might end up with a couple.
And she's frustrated by the stunt and that there isn't a law that prohibits a person from doing something like this.
That looks just like the pigeon. Tell me doesn't look just like the pigeon. Look.
It is not
Look at the
illegal.
pigeon wearing the MAGA hat. The pigeon's body is just like that. Skinny legs, right? Skinny legs, big upper body. Brrr, right? Always like there's a true pigeon right here. Wow, what a name, right? Skinny legs, big upper body, like an ice cream cone type shaped body.
Pigeons are considered pests, so
Yes, they are. Pigeons are considered pets. Rats with wings.
They won't do anything about it.
There are a few city
Oh,
codes
look
that
at these
involve
pigeons.
but a City of Las Vegas spokesperson says they're considered wild animals. There isn't anything on the books about putting hats on pigeons.
Glue a hat to your head. Glue a hat to your kid's head. I mean, it's the same thing. You know, we all have a right to live free from harm.
Shut the hell up.
It doesn't matter what kind of animal you're considered to
You're just mad as a MAGA hat, but it was a clown hat. You would have liked it.
be. You know, our language is what causes these animals to be treated like this.
Hillman less concerned about the politics than she is about protecting the pigeons.
I mean, you know what? I might have to interview Hillman. I'm gonna have to ask her, hey Hillman, how can you help me control pigeons? Right? I gotta learn. Ladies and gentlemen, comment, please. I'm gonna give you guys shout out. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and comment. I'm gonna give you guys some shout outs. I like to always thank everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Wouldn't be here if you guys didn't watch me. It was like, I mean, I'll probably still be here, but I wouldn't be this, pumped up. But comment, ladies and gentlemen, say hello, say goodbye. Comment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna give you guys some shout outs. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. If you did it, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the like button. Hit that like button. It helps out a lot with the algorithms and all that. So hook it up. Hook it up, ladies and gentlemen. Hook it up. Got 23 likes. Hook it up, ladies and gentlemen. Hook it up with those like buttons. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to give you guys some shout outs. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. That's why I upgraded the studio. I want to give you guys better production. So you can have a good time, enjoy, hear me better. I'm doing some upgrades little by little. I'm seeing what works. I'm seeing what doesn't work, what sounds great, what doesn't. So we're still adjusting. Season 2 episodes, the second episode of season 2. We're just going to get better and better. Let's hope. Let's go. Shout out to you, the Redacted Computer. Shout out to you, Dennis Rice. Shout out to you, Andrew Audio. Shout out to you, Kyle White. Shout out to you, Rocket Man, Rocket Matrix. Shout out to you, C. Dow. Shout out to you, Kyle White. Shout out to you, Lou and Petty. Shout out to you, Boca Bradley. Shout out to you, Rocket Man, Rocky Matrix. Shout out to you, 12 Pack. Shout out to you, Rocket Man, Rocky Matrix. Shout out to you, Boca Bradley. Shout out to you, Josephine Lopez. Shout out to you, the Redacted Computer. Shout out to you, D. Gulag. Shout out to you, Lou and Petty. Shout out to you, Hobu Chili Recipe. Shout out to you, Dennis Rice. Shout out to you, One Hot Min. Shout out to you, Dennis Rice. Shout out to you, 12 Pack. Shout out to you, D. Gulag. Shout out to you, Boca Bradley. Shout out to Brian K. Sound on this guy is kind of hot. Woo! I'm at the man cave. Shout out to CK Benzona. Shout out to 12 Pack. Shout out to Zen Rhino. Shout out to OJ's White Bronco. Shout out to Lou and Petty. Shout out to Boca Bradley. Shout out to OJ's White Bronco. Shout out to C-Dow. Shout out to Meet the Mets. Shout out to the Redacted Computer. Shout out to Boca Bradley. Hobo Chili Recipe. Rocketman Rocky Matrix. Thank you for the coffee. Dennis Rice. Shout out to Angela Rico. Shout out to Super Spurg. Shout out to Sinister Charlie. The man cave. Link to the site gun is it's kind of hot. I'm at the man. Shout out to Shake Sim. Shout out to Tamale Harris. In the morning. Shout out to Mr. Soto. Shout out to John Wayne. Shout out to Super Spurg. Did I get it? Shout out to Meet the Mets. Shout out to Meet the Mets. Shout out to Boca Bradley. Shout out to Meet the Mets. Shout out to Super Spurg. Shout out. That's a spot. Man, like legal Latino. Life like Evil Knievel. I got everybody. Shout out to Raider Cousin. Shout out to Josephine Lopez, the Redacted Computer. I got everybody. Thank you for. Shout out to Mysterious. Shout out to Blues Dolls, Andrew Audio, Julio Esparza, Boca Bradley, Dave Palucci. Shout out to Nino America. Shout out. It's kind of hot. Shout out to Irrational Time. Shout out to the lovely assistant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check out Daywaves Live. Check out JJ Stoner. Check out Revenge Assist later on. Check out Nino America, ladies and gentlemen. Check out Nino America later on. Shout out to Roots Cahoon's first grinder hook. Shout out to Roots Cahoon. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving me an hour and a half of your time, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate you. Take care. OJ's White Bronco, shout out to you. Thank you. And did I miss anybody? Thank you, Nino America. Appreciate that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. God willing, I'll be back again tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. 7:30 in the morning, bringing you back some edutainment, infotainment. We'll see later. Well, of course I will. Take care, everybody. Have a good day.